Hey Truth Seekers, it's Nathanael here, and we are continuing our strategy series of the fellowship bonuses. And so we are going to be talking about hope and love and hope fellowship bonuses. To start with, we are going to have access to our special power card, which is going to be prayer. And this is totally a giant flex. This is actually parts of Carolyn's deck. This is her full art Conqueror power card, her full art Agape Sword power card, and her first place tournament champion card for our first ever and so far only Animo tournament. This produces hope and love, which is extremely beneficial for this deck. Next up, we got our letters. We have the letters to Thessalonica and the letters to Corinth. This is search your deck for a card that provides a Hope Fellowship bonus or provides a Love Fellowship bonus. Okay. Which ignores level. It doesn't have a requirement of levels, so you just could grab anything that has a Fellowship bonus of that kind. Next off, we got Fairly. Fairly is a fairly good card. It is a 2 for 4 and basically has a Fellowship bonus with any kind of Animo that is activated with. Regardless of its kind. So basically it becomes a 2 for 8 as long as you're able to activate it with another Animo. Next up we got Muyu. Muyu is a 4 for 2 love, and that's not great, but it becomes a 2 for 7, which is actually pretty good. Next up we got Fondly. Fondly level 1 is a 2 for 5 with a Fellowship bonus, which makes it a 2 for 8 with a Hope Animo. Fondly also grows into Fondly level 2, which becomes a 2 for 10. So unless you need that love, this guy's also a really great option. Oh, Ragnar. Alright, Ragnar is a 2 for 4 or a 2 for 8. The difference between it and Fondly is that Fondly has a universal cost and this one does not. Technically, making this card better than Muyu, and making Fondly slightly better than Ragnar. However, you can run all of these guys in the same deck. Nothing stopping you there. Next up is Humbubble. Humbubble is 1 love and 2 universal for 5, which is terrible value for level 1, but it can become a 3 for 10, which is on par with Ultras. So Humbubble is really great. Next up, we have our Treshelle line. Treshelle level 1, Treshelle level 2, and Treshelle level 3. Treshelle level 1 is a 1 for 2, not great value. Treshelle level 2 is a 2 for 6, which is okay value, but Treshelle level 3 is a 2 love for 12, which is amazing value all on its own, and it has an ability that allows it to be used as 2 love power during the score phase. But if you do that, it cannot be activated in the same turn. However, it is a 2 for 15 if you activate it with the Hope Fellowship bonus. Treshelle is awesome, and we do recommend you give her a whirl. Next up, we have, just as a brief pause here, an anti-fellowship card, but it has some synergy with some hope. Once per turn, you can either discard a Faith or Hope Animo from your small group and search your deck for 1 Love Animo and place it in your hand. Normally, you can use this to go grab your Agape Sword, but you can use it to basically grab any of the other cards that we've shown so far. So this is extremely powerful because it also has the ability that says as long as this card's in your small group, any Cine that is revealed to you also has the weakness of Agape Sword in addition to its other stated weaknesses. And this does mean that since it's not limited to just being the level 2 Agave Sword, you can also have both of these in play and be able to quote both their Biforces to defeating Cines. Moving on to our Hope Animo, we have Squibble. Squibble's a 2 for 4, not great value, but it becomes a 2 for 7 when activated with a Love Animo. Squibble is also noted as the weakness of Scorch Mega, or is it Scorch Mega? It's either that or Spark Cube. Anyways, regardless, it does defeat a Mega Cine. This is Glimmer. Glimmer level 1 is a 2 for 4. You shuffle one of those backs. Not great, but it becomes a 2 for 6. Shuffle one back, which is pretty okay value. But the main reason why, because you do want to grow this, and you want to grow it into Glimmer level 2. And Glimmer level 2 is a 2 for 7, which is okay value, but it has an amazing ability that when it's played from your hand to grow Glimmer level 1, you get a draw two cards. And then, on top of that, it's a 2 for 10 if you activate it with a Love Fellowship bonus. And if that wasn't enough to convince you to run the Glimmer line, we have Glimmer level 2. First off, Glimmer level 2 is a weakness of a lot of Cinnies. Glimmer level 2 has been putting in that work. It has that golden rule. And this is a very short verse to use. In addition, it is 1 hope and 1 love to and 1 universal to activate it for 12 virtue points. Overall, it's a great line. You can do a 3-2-1 split, or you can just do like a 3-3 of these and just forget about this one. But this one does have the Sure's Bible verse, and most likely you already know it. As you would like people to do to you, do exactly to them. So that, in conclusion, is going to go ahead and wrap up our Hope and Love Fellowship deck bonus strategy guide. So, in the meantime, Truth Seekers, keep learning virtues and defeating Cinnies.